Hello and welcome to Death of Raven Gaming. Today, I would say usually, but it's been a while since we've had a stream, so we're gonna do things like we do when we have new heroes. Because in December, Valkyrie came out, and in December I didn't stream anything for reasons that I was sick a couple of times. I'm sick now as well. I actually have COVID right now, but I wants to play so I wanted to stream. Um, so yeah, so we're gonna play with Valkyrie with aggression, a deck we're gonna build soon, and because she comes with a lot of new aggression cards, I thought it would be fun. But as usual, we're gonna randomize villain and modular encounter at least. So let's start with just randomizing the villain. And please, 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 please be a minion heavy villain. Taskmaster. Okay. Taskmaster. Yeah. He has at least some minions. She's very minion heavy. I'm gonna go through her cards soon. He has two. Okay, yeah. And then he has Hydra Patrol. Hydra Patrol as a static one that he can't change. So that is, that's 5 more minions, which is good. And then there's one random modular encounter. Or, well, not one random, for us, one random modular encounter. Let's see if it wants to. Let's see what we get here. Please be another minion heavy. Would be nice. That is what state of emergency. Okay, that was randomizing done. State of emergency is sadly something without any minions. Sadly, but there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It shouldn't be too difficult to have a minion out when we need it. Okay, so let's talk about Valkyrie's hero cards, if you haven't seen them. So Valkyrie is, of course, Brunhilde, as we say in Swedish, or Brunhild, I guess, in English. For recovery, alter ego, Asgard, set the Deathglow upgrade aside out of play. And then not this stays an action, you can detach Deathglow and set it aside out of play. Hand size 6, hit points 12. And then Valkyrie has 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense, it's an Asgard Avenger. And then Death Perception, hero action, play the set aside Deathglow upgrade as it were in your hand. And then before we talk a little bit what it is like, we're gonna just look at Deathglow real fast. 1 cost upgrade, a condition attached to an enemy. When attached enemy is defeated, set this card aside out of play. If Valkyrie defeated that enemy, ready her. So she has a kind of thing where she wants to point at something, this is who I'm gonna fight now, and then kill it. And then get a free ready. Which means she really, really, really likes minions. Which is why I kind of wish we had randomized into Ultron or something. But let's continue looking at her signature ally, which is Annabelle Riggs. 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 health, which is a civilian. I don't know why this is not a persona support, but who knows. Alter ego action, exhaust Annabelle Riggs. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for a Valkyrie card and add it to your hand. Shuffle the rest back into your deck. So this is just a nice way to find the Valkyrie cards you want, because she has some pretty important ones if you want to play her. Or if you want to play a minion slayer, which is kind of what we're gonna do, even though it's not too many minions. We have Valhalla, 2 cost support, Asgard location. After Valkyrie attacks and defeats an enemy that has the Deathglow attachment, exhaust Valhalla to draw a card and heal 1 damage from Valkyrie. So you can basically, you could draw a card and then you can play Deathglow again and you would be reset. So it's a really nice, empowering thing to be able to do this. So yeah. Next up we have Valkyrie Spear. 1 cost upgrade, Asgard weapon. Restricted, Valkyrie gets +1 defense or +2 defense instead while defending against the enemy with Deathglow attached. So this is a kind of defensive thing she wants, and like would be cool in the protection build. I just don't think the rest cards, like if you want to do this, if you want to put protection like in like a multiplayer mode, this one makes you want to have Deathglow on the villain, but then both the Ready Her and Valhalla are useless, you know, and some other cards as well. But it would be really cool if she had some better cards to work like that, so there was a duality to her, but now she's just basically a minion killer. Anyway, next up is Dragon Fang. Asgard weapon, restricted. Valkyrie gets +1 attack, +2 attack instead while attacking the enemy with Deathglow attached. 1 cost upgrade. Just nice to have, I mean, 3 attack is good, and 4 attack against Deathglow is just really, really good. Next up, we have her Pegasus, which is called Aragorn. It's a 2 cost upgrade. It's an Asgard, a creature, and Valkyrie gets +4 hit points and gain the aerial trait. +4 hit points is nice. Aerial trait, not in aggression is not that good, but if you were putting protection, it would be great. Next up, we have Flight of the Valkyrie. 2 cost upgrades. Response: after the enemy with Deathglow is defeated, discard Flight of the Valkyrie to remove 5 threat from a scheme. So this is what I'm talking about with like really leaning into minion slay, which is cool because it fits Valkyrie. But then if you play a protection and have Deathglow on the villain, then these are also useless. Anyway, next up is Visit Valhalla, 0 cost event. Alter Ego action. Return a Valkyrie card from your discard pile to your hand. It's okay. When you're in Alter Ego mode, it's nice to have it, but otherwise it's not really that fun. Anyway, next up we have Chooser of the Slain. Hero action. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put into play engage with you to draw 2 cards. I really like this card. It's a way to get those minion out to maybe get Flight of the Valkyrie going or anything. So I really like it. And since Deathglow, so basically you spend this card, put something in, draw 2 cards, spend one of those cards to add Deathglow to that minion you just took in, and then maybe you with Dragon Fang kill that minion. And it's your choice because you're just searching counter deck and discard for a minion. It's not so it's your choice which one you take. Next up we have Shield Maiden, which kind of fits into Valkyrie Spear defense thing. But 1 cost event, Hero Interrupt. When the enemy with Deathglow attached attacks, declare Valkyrie the defender without exhausting her. She gets +2 defense for this attack. It's cool in a protection deck, which it doesn't really want to do anyway, but if you want to ignore most of your cards to be able to use Shield Maiden and Valkyrie Spear. I know my brother and I played the game and he tried protection Valkyrie and it wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad, it could be worse. But we were just screwed over or from other things, so we didn't have time to feel it really, you know. And the last card is a 3 cost event, Have at Thee, which is the Spender, which I call it because that's what we call the Marvel Crash Protocol with the big attack. But their Spender is Have at Thee. As an attack, 3 cost, deal 7 damage to an enemy. If that enemy has Deathglow attached, this attack gains Overkill. So it's a pretty nice card. I mean, 3 for 7 is not bad. And just to be able to kill a minion, proc the Deathglow and the Valhalla from it, you know, maybe a Flight of the Valkyrie on it, and then also have Overkill and damage the villain. It's just nice. So that's all the cards. And we are going to, as I said, we're going to build an aggression deck. There's a couple of minions I'm gonna lean in a little bit harder into the minion killing thing, because that's also kind of what she comes with. But let's try this. I also want to do an Asgard deck. So we're gonna throw in Angela. 0 cost ally, 0 thwart, 2 attack, Asgard, Guardian, 3 health. And then forced response after Angela play under your control. Search the top 10 card of your counter deck for a minion and put it into play engage with you. Shuffle the encounter deck. If a minion was not put in play this way, discard Angela. Another way to get minions and also to get an ally. It's just great, especially with Valkyrie, I think. Then we have 2 versions of Thor, and then we have Throg, yeah. So let's take... I don't usually play these. I mean, we're gonna put in 2 of the 2 new allies. Throg, everyone's favorite Mjolnir wielder. The 2 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 health. Asgard Guardian. After Throg enters play, give him a tough status card if you're engaged a minion. Which is great. It's really, really good. For 2 cost, if you have a minion out, you can have a double defender, you know? It's really, really good. I like Throg. I can't wait to play him. I haven't had time to play Marvel Champions for a while either. So I actually have not played new cards or Valkyrie. And then we have Thor Odinson. So 3 cost ally, 1 thwart, 3 attack, but for 2 cost special damage, 3 health. Asgard Avenger, toughness. When Thor attacks a minion engaged with a player, spend an energy resource, resolve this attack against each minion engaged with that player. If I get too many... I mean, it's not really that good, because you want Deathglow if you have Valkyrie, but I just think it's a... I mean, it's a defender, attack, and then defend again, you know? It hits good. It's nice. I want to try it mostly, that's why it's in there. And then we have another Thor, which is a 4 cost Thor, but this is Jane Foster Thor, which is 1 thwart, 2 attack, Asgard Avenger, 4 health, response after you play Thor from your hand, deal 2 damage to the villain, 3 damage instead if you paid for this card using a physical resource. She's very meh, I think, but I also think it's a little bit with like being a very early design. And we can play both of these Thor at the same time, because they have different sub names, like alter ego names. So Thor is obviously Odinson, and the other Thor is Jane Foster. So I'm gonna start with those, maybe add something else. That's all the Asgard we can play. Otherwise we have, of course, a Valkyrie, but we can't play Valkyrie because we don't have Valkyrie. It's my guess. So this is a big thing. I haven't seen in the community if someone has agreed on the solution. But this Valkyrie is unique, of course, but then doesn't have an alter ego name, which Brunhilde does. So people are arguing that they can play both, because this is Brunhilde and this can be any other Valkyrie. Valkyrie. But what I say, I agree with the people who say that you check if it's Valkyrie, and then you if that's the same as another thing, then you check the alter ego. And if there's an alter ego check, you just check the first one. So that's what I say, that you can't play them. Next up, we have upgrades. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the allies, which are all very minion heavy, except Jane Foster Thor. Let's put combo training. We want to deal more damage. It's just 2 cost upgrade, get +1 attack. I have 2 restricted weapons already, so I'm not gonna look at that. Even though I don't feel the need for the protection. Well, maybe, we'll see. Well, let's just take A martial prowess, which is a 2-cost upgrade. We can exhaust it to generate a physical resource for an attack event. The only support we're gonna play is Hall of Heroes, 2-cost support, Asgard location, response after you defeat a minion, place 1 glory counter here, exhaust Hall of Heroes, and remove 3 glory counters to draw 3 cards. In Alter Ego. I really like Hall of Heroes myself, so I really, and since we're gonna do hopefully a lot of minion killing, it's a nice way to boost a turn when we have to turn to Alter Ego. Next up, I could do Diamond, no. I'm gonna put in 2 drop kicks, which is 3-cost event attack. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if you pay for these cards using only physical resources. Stun that enemy and draw a card. And I don't really know how our physical... That might be difficult actually in this deck. I'm gonna wait with those. Let's see what else we do. It's nice to be able to stun though. On the other hand, we're gonna play 2 Fusilade. Exhaust a weapon, 2-cost event. Exhaust the weapon upgrade you control to deal 5 damage to an enemy. And neither of our... I think... Both Spear is also a weapon? Right, Deathglow. Okay, it's on the other side of it. Yeah, both are weapons, and neither requires you to exhaust, so Fusilade is always gonna be a good call. I'm gonna do 2 into the fray, which is 3-cost event, deal 6 damage to a minion. For each point of excess damage dealt by this attack, remove 1 threat from the main scheme. It's a nice way to counter threats. I'm also going to play 2 Looking for Trouble. 0-cost event, discard card from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play engaged with you. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. A way to just get some threat off the main scheme and also get that minion start... Everything's gonna start working. And 28, huh? Could place 2 mean swings. Yeah, actually. Let's place 2 mean swings as well. 0-cost events. When your hero makes a basic attack, exhaust a weapon upgrade on your hero gets +3 attack for this attack. Just works well with what she wants to do. Let's see here. We're gonna take 3 Smash the Problem. Smash the Problem is a 1-cost event. Exhaust your hero. Remove threat from a scheme equal to your hero's attack. It's actually, let's just take 2. But it's a nice way to counter threats. I'm not gonna add that card because we're not doing super defendy. So you have a card here that does the same, but when you defend, use your attack instead for 0. And it's good. But in true solo, you usually don't want to defend that much. So yeah, that leaves a little bit to go in basic. Let's see here. First up, we're gonna take the 3 basic Double resources. Next up, we come into the cards I don't have. I don't have sleeved. I know what I'm after. I'm gonna put 2 Godlike Stamina. Godlike Stamina are 0 cost events, and play only if your identity has the Asgard trait, and heal 2 damage from your identity to discard a status card from your identity. It's like almost like a mini team up, but only for yourself because you're a god, you know? Then we come to allies. Could take Heimdall, but no, I'm not gonna take any new allies from here. I might actually take Blade. Yeah, I'm gonna take Blade. 1 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, but doesn't take any damage, 3 health. But then after you have Thwart's attack, you have to either spend a physical resource or discard Blade. It's just, I really like him. Then we come to supports. And we have a lovely the Bifrost. 1 cost support. Sorry. 1 cost support. And play only if you have identity as the Asgard trait. Exhaust the Bifrost to search your deck for an Asgard ally and play it, paying its cost. Shuffle your deck. It's just a nice way to be able to find these allies when you need them. On top of that, I'm gonna play a team building exercise, which is exhaust team building exercise. Place a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. Since a lot of our cards are Avenger cards, it's just a nice way to do it. And then, are there any upgrades I want to use? There's... What's the recovery? Recovery 4, right? And with Aragorn, which was plus 4, I have 16 health. I have other ways to heal, though. So I'm not gonna take downtime or endurance, which I usually always do. Okay, let's see here. No. No. This is gonna be our deck. We should be at 40 cards. I'm just gonna double count every card that is not Valkyrie, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 41, that's fine. I am perfectly fine with 41. I'm just gonna sleeve the 2 cards that are not sleeved. Perfect. That's our deck with Deathglow out of play up here. Before we sleeve the villain, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Let's do that. And then let's go here. I also forgot to look at the obligation, which is bad. Valkyrie cannot attack the enemy with Deathglow attached, and then spend an energy and mental resource in Alter Ego to remove Trouble in Otherworld from the game. So it's quite a nasty one. But hopefully it's gonna turn out well. Here we have all the basic things. And let's just leave these. I'm gonna leave this at the player one. Oops. The sleeves flipped. There was a place where the sleeve flipped on the other way. What's going on with these sleeves? Okay, never mind. There they were. Okay, yeah. I need to sit and fix those sleeves someday. Okay. I also know that Taskmaster can be quite nasty. But there's definitely worse heroes to play against Taskmaster. Brunhilde Valkyrie wants to flip sometimes if she has to fix her death. Because the only way to detach Deathglow is to either kill the thing or flip to alter ego. Which I think is it's pretty fascinating. Someone, aka me, have been a little bit stressed when he's fixed the sleeves someday, so... Okay, there we have it. I apologize for that. Okay, like that, and let's just see. Like that. Was those at least. Anyway. Let's shuffle these. So yeah, I tested positive with COVID last week, and I'm still sick. I have a bit of a headache, but I've missed streaming, and I mean I have a cold and everything, like everything is, but I have a headache and coughing sometimes. But I'm trying to mute myself if I do it during the stream. But yeah, no. I really miss streaming since I wasn't able to in December, and I really want to get a game of Marvel Champions in right now before Vision comes out. I don't know when he comes out here in Sweden, but hopefully soon. Okay. So let's see here. Oh wow, that light. Sorry, that light is way too bright. That's better. Yeah. So yeah, when revealed, deal each player an encounter card. After player changes to hero form, they discard the top card of the encounter deck and take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card. Never mind, this is Hydra Patrol? No, it wasn't. Okay. It's because we have to apparently put Hydra Patrol put into play. Okay. There we have Hydra Patrol. Hydra. When defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play. Engage with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. Ooh, I don't mind that at all, actually. And there's 2 tokens. There. Now we can flip you. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player in hero form must either place 1 threat here or take 1 damage. And it starts with 1 threat. And it's only 1 stage. Okay. And there I have the encounter card. So, let's draw our opening hands. Blade. Thor, Jane Foster, godlike stamina, the Bifrost, Looking for Trouble, and Angela. I am not gonna have... I mean, I guess I can heal 2 damage from Taskmaster's flip, you know? But let me think here. Kind of want Angela in. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just keep this hand and see what happens. Which means it's our turn, so let's fix health points first. Okay. Now let's go. So let's start with flipping to hero form. Then let's play Angela. We search the top 10 cards of the deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For a minion. And put it into play. Hydra Hunter. Okay, yeah. So Hydra Hunter comes into play. Which means Angela gets to stay. Which I appreciate. Which means that I can... Oh, so when I flipped to hero form, the top card would have been... I'm just going to do it now. It wouldn't change because Hydra Hunter was far further down, but I would take 0 damage. Okay. It would change which card that would be, but, you know. I'm gonna throw away Godlike Stamina. Oh, shit. Sorry. Godlike Stamina. To play the Bifrost, which means I can exhaust it to search my deck for an Asgard ally. Which I am going to do. I am going to search for Throg. And I have to pay its cost because I have to play it. Which means I'm gonna actually discard Thor, Jane Foster, and Looking for Trouble to put it into play. And since I have a minion engaged with me right there, he comes in with a tough status card. Next up, I'm gonna spend Blade to attach Deathglow to the Hydra Hunter. And yeah, right. And so yeah, Deathglow there. Angela is going to attack. Angela is gonna attack and take a damage to deal 2 damage to the Hydra Hunter. And then Valkyrie is gonna exhaust to kill the Hydra Hunter, which thanks to Deathglow lets her ready. Which means she can exhaust to just thwart 1 away from there. And that was my entire turn, so let's ready everything. And then let's draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Thor Odinson, Shield Maiden, Into the Fray, Energy, and Annabelle Riggs. Okay, very meh set of cards. But that's just life sometimes. So let's see villain face. 1 threat there, and then I get to choose to take either damage or put a threat there. I'm gonna choose to take a damage. And then Taskmaster is gonna attack us. And I'm gonna have Throg defend. And he attacks for 3, which goes into Throg's tough status card. And then I'm gonna draw another encounter card, and then draw the first one and see what it is. It's Assault. The villain attacks you. Okay. The villain attacks me, I'm just gonna take it to my face this time, which is gonna be 2, 3, 4 damage. So I'm down 7 health already. And then the next one is the villain's schemes, of course. So 2, only 2 threats. Okay. Which means it is our turn. So what I'm gonna do I'm gonna use energy to play Annabelle Riggs. So now I actually have a full here. And I'm gonna exhaust her to thwart one from Hydra Patrol. Which means I have to search Encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion. I'm gonna search Encounter deck. And I'm going to put a Hydra regular. Which means I'm gonna put 1 threat on the main scheme. Then I'm gonna shuffle the deck. And yeah, let's see what happens next. I mean, I can't play anything else on hand. And I don't even have any more Asgard allies because I only had 4. I should probably put in Heimdall. So if we lose this game, I'm gonna put in Heimdall. Well, I'm gonna throw away Shield Maiden to attach the Deathglow to the Hydra regular. And then I'm gonna use Valkyrie to kill the Hydra regular, get the Deathglow back, and ready Valkyrie. Then both Angela and Valkyrie are gonna attack the villain to deal 4 damage. Perfect. Which means that was the end of our turn. Let's do this. Draw up to 5, Genius, Team Building Size, and Fusilade. Okay. Which means it is the villain phase. 1 threat there. Then I get to put a threat there, or I'm gonna put a threat there instead of. Even though threat is the problem I have with controlling. No, I'm just gonna take a damage to myself. It's fine. Then Taskmaster is gonna attack me. I'm gonna throw Annabelle Riggs under the bus, and he attacks me for 4. So Annabelle Riggs just dies. Who cares if you have friends, right? Just throw them under the bus. Throw in civilians under the bus. And then I get my count card, which is Hunted by Hydra, Insight 1. Okay. And then each player in hero form takes 1 damage and discard 1 card at random from their hand. Okay, so I take a damage. Then I discard a card at random. I'm gonna discard the center card, which is Fusilade. Which means this time I'm going to... I didn't get any minions or anything, so I am going to throw away Genius and into the fray to pay for Thor Odinson, who comes in with a tough status card. And then both Angela, Valkyrie, and Throg are going to attack the villain for a total of 6 damage. And that was my turn. Let's drop to 5. Have at thee. Valkyrie Spear, smash the problem. And Flight of the Valkyrie. Great that we got to smash the problem. And Flight of the Valkyrie for that matter. Should be the villain phase, 1 threat here. Which means I am going to take a damage instead of putting another threat there. Taskmaster is going to attack me. I'm going to throw Thor under the bus. Well, he gets attacked for 4, but that's going to go into his tough status card. And I get my encounter card, which is captured by Hydra. 5 threats. Place 1 random set aside captive ally. Captive ally face down beneath this card. When this scheme is defeated, the player who defeats it takes that ally and put it into hand. Remove this scheme from the game. So, we're gonna put one of these captured allies under this, and we don't know which one it is, under there, and then see who it is if we can save them. Which means it goes to being our turn. It makes me quite sad that we didn't get a minion to proc Flight of the Valkyrie, and we have no way of pulling another one. So what I am gonna do, and I don't really want Valkyrie Spear, but you know, we have what we have. Anyway. We haven't gotten any attack upgrades, which means Smash the Problem is quite shit right now. Sadly. But it is what it is. We have to do what we gotta do, you know? Could knock him down to his second form, but I'm not ready for that yet. I'm gonna throw out... yeah, I mean, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to throw away Havati to play Smash the Problem, which exhausts my hero to remove threat from a scheme to your hero attack. So it's just 2. So let's just remove from the main scheme. And then I'm gonna just... I don't want to throw away Flight of the Valkyrie. I'm gonna throw away Valkyrie Spear and Teaming Exercise to play Flight of the Valkyrie because it's an upgrade. And that's all I'm gonna do. Which means I'm gonna drop to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Visit Valhalla. Valhalla. Chooser of the Slain. Look for trouble in martial prowess. Okay, that's better. Which means it is Taskmaster. 1 threat, 2 threat actually, thanks to the captured by Hydra side scheme. Then he's gonna attack. Well, actually, I'm gonna take a damage. And then he's gonna attack, and Throg is gonna take that damage, which is 3 damage, which means Throg is going to die. And then I get my encounter card, which is Exhaustion. That's a problem. Surge and exhaust my identity. And then the next one is a Hydra Soldier. Great. So yeah, that's not the best board state to be in. With this amount of health. I might be able to pull this off anyway. I'm gonna throw away looking for... No, I'm gonna play Looking for Trouble to discard top from the cards from the top of the encounter deck until I discard a minion. Not a minion, not a minion, not a minion, not a minion. Minion! Another Hydra Soldier, sadly, which is a problem. But I get to remove 3 threats from the main scheme, which I'm gonna do. And then... I'm gonna play Chooser of the Slain, which is search encounter deck and discard pile for a minion, and put it into play engage with you. Draw 2 cards. So I'm gonna search discard pile, because there is one of those there, which sadly has Insight 1, but that's fine. But I get to draw 2 cards. I just remember that Deathglow's attachment thing, this thing, if Valkyrie defeated an enemy, doesn't mean basic attack. If I could have at the one of them, that would be a possibility. I have a card too little, I feel like. I should have not pulled in a random... I should not have used Looking for Trouble, now that I think about it. Because I would have loved to have Valhalla in as well. But I'm 1 card short for that. This is gonna proc, so she gets to ready. But I'm not gonna be able to... Yeah, no, so I'm gonna throw away Strength and visit Valhalla. No, I'm gonna throw away Martial Prowess. Take the Deathglow. Oh, right, I needed one to put Deathglow anyway, so what I was talking about just didn't work. Hydra Regular... No, let's take one of the Hydra Soldiers, I think. No, the Hydra Regular. Then I throw away this Valhalla and Strength to play Have At Thee, which deals 2 damage to the Hydra Regular, and then 4 damage through to the villain. Guard doesn't block overkill damage, so that's a way to deal damage. I'm also gonna ready Valkyrie, and I'm also gonna discard Flight the Valkyrie to remove 5 threat from a scheme. Which I'm gonna take from the main scheme. Before Thor, that is not a lightning resource. Thor is not gonna do anything. Valkyrie is just gonna... No, Valkyrie is gonna flip back to Brunhilde and exhaust to heal 4. And that was my turn. Which means I'm gonna ready everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Fusilade, Valkyrie, Valhalla. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Which means it is the villain phase. 2 threat on the main scheme. Then he's gonna scheme for 2, 3 only. And then they are gonna do 2 each. That's up to 8. And then I get my count card. Which is Shadows of the Past. Let me just leave the Nemesis it first. Okay. And her nemesis is Enchantress, which is exactly the same Enchantress as in the Modular Encounter set. Which is, when revealed, search the encounter deck discard pile and set aside area for a copy of Seduced and add attached to your identity. And then 5 health for 1 attack, 2 scheme. Seduced is attached to your identity. You cannot make basic attack or play attack events. And you have to be an alter ego and discard 2 cards to be able to bring it down. And then we have her side scheme, which has 3 threat. Players cannot discard attachments that are attached to friendly characters. So I have to go into alter ego to remove that to be able to... Whew! That's rough. It's a cool set. I just wish it was different from the Modular Encounter set. The only thing different is this card. Otherwise, the rest of the 4 cards are exactly as they are in the Encounter set, which is Modular Encounter set, you know? Which is a little bit sad. But hey. This is not good at all. I wish you stunned me so I could use godlike stamina to, you know. But hey. Valhalla. Flight Valkyrie would be nice to proc off. That might actually be able to help me. So I'm going to have to exhaust to heal 4. Flip to hero mode. Throw away Mean Swing and Shield Maiden. No, Mean Swing and Fusilade. So play Flight of Valkyrie. And this one is just a Deathglow has to be defeated. It doesn't have to be Valkyrie that kills it. But I'm not going to be able to kill anything. That's the problem this turn. So I'm just going to throw away Shield Maiden, Godlike Stamina. Get Valhalla out. And Thor is just gonna have to attack basic attack on one of them, which is gonna be 3 damage on Enchantress. I think, yeah. No, let's do, yeah, 3 damage on Enchantress, which means it is a villain phase after we've read our cards and draw our hand. Avathi, Smash the Problem, Aragorn, Chooser of the Slain, and Mean Swing. Okay. Which means it's the villain phase. He gains... Oof. He's up to 11, so it's very close to losing. So he's gonna attack me, which I'm just gonna face tank for 3 damage. And then these are gonna deal 4 more damage, which I'm also just gonna face tank. And then this card cannot be discard the highest cost card from your hand. Well, that was Havathi, which was gonna discard anyway, but that's just annoying. Feisty Heist. Which means it's our turn. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna throw away Mean Swing to play Smash the Problem to exhaust and remove 2 threats. Then I'm gonna play Chooser of the Slain to pull out the one that incites one. Yeah. Which lets me draw 2 cards. Please be an electric. Yes, great. Ooh, actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw away Hollow Hero, sadly. And this is Deathglow pile, not discard pile. To attach the Deathglow to Enchantress. Wait, let me just... Which lets me use basic attack with Thor and discard an energy, which will kill him, to resolve this attack against each minion engaged with that player, which means I am gonna kill Hydra regular, Enchantress, and deal 3 damage to both Hydra soldiers. And I will ready Valkyrie. Now I'm gonna use Flight Valkyrie to remove 5 threats from a scheme, which has to be the main scheme now. But the thing is, I know there's some really good thwarters. It could be a really, really good thwarter under here, but it could also be a really bad one. So it's not really worth the risk. How am I gonna survive next turn? I am not. So I'm gonna have to remove 5 threats from the main scheme. Then I'm gonna have to flip, sadly, without removing powerful enhancements. But that's just what I have to do, because I'm gonna have to flip and recover 4. And then just pray I survive this. 2, 3... Oh, a little bit more. I don't think I can win this. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Villain phase. 1, 2, 3, 4 threat on the main scheme. Yeah, no, I've lost this because he's gonna scheme now for 4. Which is, we lost. Okay, so let's just redo this. I'm gonna do a reset. You are gonna be out, you're gonna be back into the deck, you are gonna disappear. It was, by the way, Electro 1 thwart, so it wouldn't have been a good... oh shit. It wasn't a good thwarter, you know? Those are Nemesis sets. Nemesis. Hydra Patrol is supposed to be in here. Okay. There we go. And this time I'm gonna throw in Heimdall. Just because that will be another... For some, I mean, he's pretty okay. I mean, he's pretty good, but he's just very overcosted. But maybe, I mean, there's a chance at least I can get him in. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it. He's supposed to have 16 health. I'm supposed to have 12. 1 threat there, 2 threats there. Oh, this encounter card is supposed to be shuffled in. I draw my encounter card thanks to Taskmaster's enter when revealed effects. No, you're not shuffled in. I really want the sword or my any of my attack up. Early, please. Okay. So let's draw our starting hand. I skipped putting in Heimdall. 6. Have at the smash the problem, chooser of the slain, team building exercise, find the Valkyrie and godlike stamina. I'm just gonna keep them. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep them. Which means it is our turn. Let's flip to hero form. Let's throw away a godlike stamina. No, wait. I don't have a minion to attach to. Let's play Chooser of the Slain. Pull in one of the low health. Not you. Hydra regulars with Insight 1. Which lets me draw 2 cards. Another Chooser of the Slain and a Strength. I guess I'm gonna do another Chooser of the Slain. I'm trying to just have a big setup turn. Search and encounter. Let's take another Hydra regular then, if there is. Should be one more. Hydra Hunter, Hydra regular, yes. Which means we have 3 threats on the main scheme now. Shit, I always forget to do the flip to hero mode. Oh, I forgot the multiple time last time. We would have lost way earlier. So I forgot about his forced response. So let's just do it now for this turn. 0. Okay. Which means I get to draw 2 more cards thanks to the Chooser of the Slain, which is Blade and Aragorn. Okay. Which means I am going to throw away Strength. Should play Flight to the Valkyrie. I'm gonna throw... Yeah, right. I'm gonna throw away Blade to attach Deathglow to one of these Hydra regulars. Which is gonna let me use Valkyrie to basic attack and kill the Hydra regular, which is also gonna ready Valkyrie. I am gonna discard. Have to discard something, right? Just a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna throw away Godlike Stamina to attach Deathglow to the next one. Valkyrie's gonna do the same thing to remove it. Could use Fight the Valkyrie, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it really. Which is next up, I'm gonna throw away Smash the Problem and have Atti. Play team building exercise. And that was my big turn after I thwart away one from Hydra Patrol. Let's ready, drop to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this is an expensive hand. Where did I put Deathglow? There I put Deathglow. Okay. Which means this is the villain phase. 1 threat. I'm gonna let it take 1 more threat instead of damaging me. Taskmaster is gonna attack my face, I'm gonna take, which is 2 damage. And then I'm gonna get my encounter cards. We're gonna do the first one, which is Hot Pursuit. This, whenever you discard a card from the top of the account deck until a minion is discarded, put that minion into play engaged with you. Huh. It's almost like I got a boon, you know? Hydra Soldier, which is a nasty one, to be fair. And then the next up is a Captured by Hydra. So let's shuffle the cards here. Actually, let's just do it here. Shuffle the cards here. And then take, let's say, the third one. Under captured by a Hydra. Which means this is what I'm gonna do is it's my turn. I'm not gonna get Aragorn out, sadly. I'm gonna throw away a Shield Maiden to attach Deathglow to the Hydra Soldier. And then... No, wait, I'm not gonna do that. Wait a second, wait. I'm gonna use Valkyrie to remove a threat here, which means you search encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion. So I'm gonna put in a Hydra regular, which is gonna insight 1. So now I throw away Shield Maiden to put Deathglow on the Hydra regular. And throw away Havati into the fray and Aragorn to play Havati. To deal 7 damage on enemy if the enemy has Deathglow attached. This time gain Overkill. And of course, Hydra Regular has Deathglow attached, so it gains Overkill. So that is 5 damage through. And of course, I'm readying as Valkyrie. I'm going to use Flight of the Valkyrie to remove 5 threat from captured by Hydra, which removes it from the game, and we get Chang-Chi into our hand, which is 0 cost, 2/2 with 3 health. It's a good ally, but if we want to waste a turn, we can spend an energy resource to stun an enemy when we play him. But I'm not gonna do that. I just want to start getting him out to do stuff. So I'm gonna just play him for free, then use both of these to thwart away the hot pursuit. Which means it is the villain's turn after we've drawn 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got Shield Maiden, Godlike Stamina, Thor, Jane Foster, Looking for Trouble, and Combat Training. Nice. Which means it is the villain's turn. He gets 1 threat on the main scheme. And then he's gonna attack me to my face. And he attacks for 4. And the Hydra Soldier attacks me for 2. Which is nasty. And then we get an encounter card, which is Card of Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control, which is team building exercise, sadly. Which means it's our turn. I am gonna throw away Thor, Jane Foster, and Shield Maiden to play Combat Training finally. I'm gonna basic attack with Chang-Chi to deal 2 damage to the Hydra Soldier. I'm gonna use Look for Trouble to attach Deathglow to the Hydra Soldier, which means Valkyrie can now basic attack for 3 to kill the Hydra Soldier, which then deals an encounter card. But I get to ready myself. I'm gonna use Godlike Stamina to heal myself too. I could remove a status card as well. I'm just gonna heal, which means I'm then gonna deal 3 damage to the villain. Okay, which means we're gonna untap, drop to 5. Annabelle Ross, Mean Swinging, Look for Trouble, Thor, and Dragon Fang finally. Nice. Okay. Which means it is the villain phase. 1 threat on the main scheme goes up to 8. He's gonna attack me. I'm gonna take it to my face, which is 4 damage. And then I get my second encounter card, which the first one is another captured by Hydra, which means you're gonna randomize one of the other allies and add under there. And then the other one is Taskmaster Shield. From Taskmaster against Retaliate 1. We have to exhaust our hero and spend an energy and physical resource to discard the card. Okay, which means it is our turn. We are very low at health, which means we kind of want to go back to heal. To do that, we really need to bring down the threat. Which means I'm going to throw away Thor to play Dragon Fang. I'm going to throw away Looking for Trouble and Mean Swing to play Annabelle of Riggs. I'm going to exhaust both Annabelle of Riggs and Chang-Chi to remove 3 threat in total from hunting down heroes. That's just what I'm going to have to do. Valkyrie is going to flip down to Brunhilde and heal for 4. And that was my turn, so let's drop to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hall of Heroes, Energy to Bifrost, Flight to Valkyrie, Valhalla, Mean Swing. Great, actually. Okay, which means the villain phase. 2 threat on the main scheme. He's gonna scheme for 2. Resolve this card's when reveal effect. So first of all, we're gonna put 2 threat on the main scheme. There we have that. And then resolve each when reveal ability on each side scheme. Okay. Resolve each when reveal ability on each side scheme in play. If no when revealed effect ability was resolved this way, place 2 threat on the main. We have a when revealed by captured by Hydra, so they have captured a second. Yeah. Place one. It doesn't say it's maximum of 1. Huh. Okay, good to know. Great. Which means it's our encounter card, which is Mimicry. Discard top 5 cards of our deck. If a thwart card was discarded this way, Taskmaster schemes. Okay. Which, of course, there was. There was a thwart. But it's fine, hopefully. He is gonna scheme for 3. Which is what I need to scheme to win. Great. He won. Electra and Moon Knight, that would have been a good pull. Okay, let's try this again. I need to get the Hydra Patrol in. Actually, let's just take a fast bathroom break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then it's gonna be ready to set up when we come back. So be right back. Okay, welcome back. So I've just gonna take the encounter card and place there. I've shuffled all the decks and everything should be up to where it should be. So let's just start by drawing your hand size. What is energy? Have at thee, smash the problem, mean, swing, Valkyrie Spear, and Shield Maiden. I guess. Okay. Is there anything I don't? Shield Maiden? I'm gonna discard Shield Maiden in the mulligan, just see if I can get something else. Annabelle Rigs. Okay. That's okay, which means it's good luck this time. Oh shit, I forgot to put back the health. Okay. I'm gonna spend energy to play Annabelle Riggs. I'm gonna exhaust her to use her alter ego ability to search top 5 cards of my deck for a Valkyrie card and add to my hand. Valkyrie card, Aragorn, I guess. That's Valkyrie. What do I have on my hand? I'm gonna take Flight of Valkyrie, which is a good card to get out when we can. So you can use it when you can, or when you should, when you need to. But my plan is still throw away Smash the Problem. No. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna spend the Flight of Valkyrie, I think. No, I'm not. I'm gonna throw away Smash the Problem to play Valkyrie's Spear. And then I'm gonna flip over to Valkyrie. I am gonna basic attack with a mean swing. Which means I basic attack with 2 plus 3. So 5 damage into the villain. And that's all I do, which means I'm gonna ready everything. Draw up to 5. Dragon Fang and Valhalla this early makes me very happy. Which means this is gonna be a bad turn. So let's start with putting a threat on hunting down heroes. We're gonna take a damage instead of putting another one there. Wait, let's just flip the card to see if we took 2 damage to start with. So I'm gonna put a 3rd threat there. No, and then he's gonna attack us. I'm gonna throw Annabelle under the bus. He's gonna attack us for 2, which is still gonna kill Annabelle. Then we draw our second encounter card. Our first encounter card is Shadows of the Mother Blippen Pastes. Great. So we're gonna be seduced, so we can't basic attack. We're gonna put out Enchantress. We're gonna put out Powerful Enhancements. Actually, it's gonna be 3 on there because it has Hinder 1. And then we shuffle the rest in here. Great. Can't believe that was the first card we pulled. Okay. I told you if we had a good hand for next turn, it means something bad is gonna happen. And next up we have a Hydra Regular, which is an Insight 1. Okay. Which means our turn now. I have 2 Flight of the Valkyrie, which are kind of useless right now. I'm just gonna try and... Can I take a hit? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna throw away both Flight of the Valkyrie to play Valhalla. And then throw away Havati to get the Dragon Fang out. Which means hopefully I can do stuff next turn. Or at least when I can get seduced away, I can do something. Anyway, that was... I mean, I'm gonna exhaust to remove a threat from powerful enhancements. And then I'm gonna ready, draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the fray blade, Hall of Heroes, smash the problem is great right now. Oof. Cause we're gonna have to flip back sooner or later. Can't really afford. Okay. Anyway. Villain phase. 2 threats on the main scheme. Makes this a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 8 possibly. Taking damage now should not kill me unless I pull something bad. But I don't want to have... It all comes down to the second card here. But let's take the damage. I should, unless there is an attack again. We haven't lost an assault yet. If it's an assault or something like that, or gang up, we're in trouble. But that means Taskmaster is gonna attack for a full 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means you're gonna go down on 1. Which means we're gonna draw captured by Hydra. Okay. And then let's take a random one here. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me just search out the ally that's not supposed to be in here. Shang-Chi was up there. I would be very confused if Shang-Chi came and played with me. But you know, I'm just gonna shuffle my deck. Let's shuffle the allies. Yeah, there's all 4 of them now. Let's capture a random one by Hydra. Which means it is our turn. My problem right now is I can't afford to flip down to Alter Ego. Even if I remove the powerful enhancements. I do have, so I can get it out off then. But, I mean, what is it? 3. It's gonna be up to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, I literally can't. But if I don't, I'm dead anyway. I think there's no way to win this. No. Well, actually, wait. It's gonna be 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, there's... That Seduced is nasty in True Solo. Really, really, really nasty. But there's nothing I can do about it, because I can't play into the fray. I can't basic attack something to death. I can't survive anything. Okay, even if I could defend with Blade and myself, I'm not gonna have enough. Yeah, so this is a loss already. But let's just play it somehow. Throw away team building exercise. Yeah, team building exercise to play Smash the Problem. I am going to exhaust to remove 3 threats from powerful enhancement. I'm just gonna throw that out of the game because we're not gonna continue. Which means then I would have to flip down to Alter Ego and put a red and that to remove Seduced. And then I would drop to 6. 5, 6. Which means it's the villain phase. Let's put 3 threat because I can't take a damage. And then he schemes for 3, which is enough to win. Okay. It is 8:55 here in my time, which means we can start another game, but that's gonna be the last. I think so far my impression of Valkyrie is that I can definitely see an enjoyment of playing her as a minion slayer, but I do think that that minion slayer is gonna be better in multiplayer, where you have someone who plays justice or something, you know, to counteract your thwarting, or leadership to counteract your thwarting. Okay, there we have that. I was so hyped to getting Valhalla and Dragon Fang. If only I didn't also get Shadows of the Past first turn. Because that could have been pretty cool to try and pull out some minions and do some real nasty stuff starting. Okay, let's draw our 6 opening cards. We have Dragon Fang, Shield Maiden, have at thee, Thor into the fray, and have at thee. I'm very, very happy to see Dragon Fang. I'm on the other hand gonna discard all 5 other cards to hope for better cards. Martial Prowess is good. Team Exercise is good. Smash the Problem is good. 2, 3, 4. Mean Swing is good. And another Smash the Problem. Okay. We should also have an encounter card. Okay. And let's just bring back our health. So, it is our turn. We're gonna start by flipping, and this time remember to pull this one and take 3 damage to start with. Of course we do. How else are we playing this game? So I'm gonna discard 2 Smash the Problems, sadly, to play a team building exercise that I'm gonna exhaust to play Dragon Fang for free because I reduced its cost by 1. Then as last, I'm gonna do 3, 4, 5, 6 by using a Mean Swing onto the villain. Let's keep it a little bit closer to each other, please. Let's ready ourselves and draw up to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Villain face. 1 threat in the main scheme. Let's put 2 threat there, even though we're gonna regret it later. Taskmaster is gonna attack my face for 4. Let's get another card. Let's see, the first card here is Feisty Heist. We're gonna reveal, discard the highest cost card from your hand, which is gonna be Martial Prowess, Hall of Heroes, or Aragorn. So I'm gonna discard Martial Prowess. And then that's gonna be 3 threat on that one. And then the next one is going to, of course, be Assault. I can't take a full hit. If it's a 3 boosted card here, I am dead. So I'm going to have to defend, sadly, already. Already. I mean, I have no choice. Then potential death. So defend for 2. So I did 1 damage. 2, 3. Okay, I would have survived, but there's no way of knowing that. Which means it's our turn. I am going to tap team building exercise to get the Bifrost out. Then I'm gonna throw away Hall of Heroes and Shield Maiden to get Aragorn out to get +4 health. Then sadly I'm gonna have to flip back to Alter Ego mode. Ready everyone, and drop the 6 cards. I like the idea of having my sword next to me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So godlike stamina. Which means there's 4 health healed. Into the fray, look for trouble, visit Valhalla, Thor. And what do I have for Valkyrie here? Shield Maiden. Have Atti. Okay, yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Villain face. I'm just thinking in my head a little bit, which is usually where you think. But I'm gonna put well, it's gonna be 2 threat on the main scheme. I'm gonna take a damage. Then he's gonna scheme for 4. Then I get my counter card, which is City World Crisis. Do each when revealed effects, which means I have to discard the highest cost card from my hand, which is Thor. And that was their turn. Which means it's our turn. Sorry for my creaking chair. If I had money, I would buy a new one, and I'm gonna buy a new one. Just I don't have money right now. So let's do this. No, I can't do that. I can't. So with Shield Maiden, we have Atti. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to recover 4, flip to hero, getting his. That's 1 damage only, which is good. I'm gonna use 2 godlike staminas to recover 4 health. I'm gonna use looking for trouble to discard top card. Looking for trouble to discard top cards until an enemy is discarded. A minion. Hydra Soldier to remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Not gonna be able to do anything to that Hydra Soldier now, but I'm gonna use the Bifrost throw away Vista all into the fray to get Throg out. To get that tough status card on him. Because he, after he enters play, give him a tough status card if you are engaged with a minion. Which I am. Which means that was my turn. Let's do this. Let's drop to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look for trouble. Energy Blade, Valkyrie Spear, and Annabelle Riggs. Okay. Which means the villain phase. 2 threat on the main scheme. Let's add another. Yeah, let's add another threat on the main scheme. Taskmaster is gonna attack me. Throg is gonna defend. If you are in hero form, take 1 damage. Okay, so I'm still gonna take a damage, but Throg's tough status card is gonna remove the other 2 damage, and then I'm gonna take 2 more damage from Hydra Soldier. I get my encounter card, which is the 1 card that it wasn't allowed to be. Well, I just drew a 2 boost, so even if I did take the damage before, it wouldn't be. So we lost, and it's after 9. It's 9:10 here right now, which means we're not gonna start another one. As I said before, I do see Valkyrie have some really nice cards that I really enjoy most of her kit, but it feels like some cards are not useful when you're playing a minion slayer, which is kind of what feels her whole thing, as I said before, with the spear and what's it called? No, not Valkyrie Hero. Shield Maiden is what it's called. When they're playing solo, they're just dead cards. They're really just dead cards. I mean, Valkyrie Spear I could use now to get Fusilade, or I'm losing a lot of words today. That's probably because I'm sick. Mean Swing. Mean Swing. I could proc it, so give me another weapon, but it's almost like worth to put in. It would almost be worth to throw in what is it called? God Slayer or something like that. To just deal extra damage when you're facing unique. Instead of Valkyrie Spear. So if it's something else. But otherwise, like, I really like if I'm playing her aggression minion slayer, there's a lot I like. I think she's gonna be way better in multiplayer. But I'm looking forward to see what's gonna come. I love Throg. The Throg card is great. I definitely also think that the Thor, the new Thor, which is Odinson card, is great. Playing this deck, just taking this deck and facing Ultron would be insane. It would genuinely be insane. Because that would have been really fun as well. But yeah, so I really want to thank you all for joining me tonight, even though I haven't had the same energy as I usually do because I'm sick. But I really appreciate you watching this, and Valkyrie is a fun ally. If you're wondering why I pronounce it Valkyrie and not Valkyrie, like a lot of Americans, it's because it's Valkyr is the actual Nordic / Swedish name for it. So I'm more comfortable saying Valkyrie. I think it's also correct. I mean, in English as well, but I never know with English. But yeah, no, an update to the channel as well. I'm gonna try and stream every week, but it's not gonna be Wednesdays. It's probably gonna be Fridays for the rest of January. And that is because I am going to play Joseph Bouquet in a production of Phantom of the Opera. And we have rehearsal scheduled every Wednesday, but not on Fridays until the premiere. And the premiere is 4th of February. So if you live in Sweden, please come and watch Phantom of the Opera at Kristianstad Theater, where I'm in it, and say you watch the YouTube channel. But anyway, and another thing is I ordered some nice tokens better than these from Buy the Same Token. It's been 2-3 weeks since I ordered, but I still haven't heard anything. But I mean, I'm gonna give it a couple of months because I understand the Christmas stress and like New Year stress and everything. But I can't wait to get my hand on those. So I can also give a little bit of a review on them. But yeah, I think that was everything updating. I'm gonna see, since I have a full-time job now, it's difficult to get other, and especially now with Phantom as well. But my plan is to later be able to maybe do some content on Flesh and Blood, the CCG. No, it's the TCG. The TCG. Because I really got into it now. So yeah, my hopes to be able to do that. But I'm not gonna bore you or anything more. The stream is done here, so thank you all so much for joining, and have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.